How's it going, guys? I hope you guys had a great week. So I'm back today with another game news related video, guys. This one is also kind of Sony related. So as you know, yesterday I uploaded a game news video where I talked about the leaks that happened over the weekend for The Last of Us Part 2, where those leaks possibly came from, and also my reactions to that and how Naughty Dog responded to it. If you haven't checked out the video, please check it out. I will put the link to the video at the end of this video that you're watching now. So yes, there was some bad news, and a couple of weeks ago we did get some disappointing news, which was that The Last of Us Part 2 had been indefinitely delayed. This was due to distribution issues and concerns about being able to release the title worldwide in the way that Naughty Dog had intended or had wanted to. There were concerns that they would be able to make sure that people got the title at the same time on time. Originally, The Last of Us Part 2 was supposed to come out on the 29th of May, and it was indefinitely delayed. We didn't have any information about when the game was going to come out. Well, on Monday, the 27th of April, Herman Hulse, the head of Worldwide Studios at Sony, posted a comment on the PlayStation blog and actually gave a confirmed release date for The Last of Us Part 2 and also for Ghost of Tsushima. So we now know when those two titles are coming out. So this is what Herman had to say. He said, as we begin to see an ease in the global distribution environment, I am pleased to confirm that The Last of Us Part 2 will arrive on June the 19th and Ghost of Tsushima will follow on July the 17th. So originally, Ghost of Tsushima was supposed to come out in June. Obviously, they don't want both of those huge titles to come out in the same month, because that would be stupid. Why would you have two of your biggest games coming out in the same month where they have to compete with each other? So they are spreading them a month apart, which I think is a smart idea. Herman also went a little bit further to say that he personally wanted to congratulate and thank both the teams at Naughty Dog and Sucker Punch Productions on their achievements. As we know, it's not an easy feat to reach the finish line under these conditions. Both teams have worked hard to deliver world-class experiences, and we can't wait to see what you think of them when they release in just a few short months. Finally, he finished off by saying he wanted to thank the PlayStation community for their continuous support and patience. So we do know that The Last of Us Part 2 was actually finished. The game has been finished already, and the studio are in the last stages where they're really fine-tuning the game, and they're going through it to find all the bugs and glitches and trying to fix those before obviously it was going to be greenlit and released. I think the delay that was set to that was, you know, the fact that it wasn't pushed back from May, the major reason for that was concerns over distribution, concerns about the fact that the game wouldn't be able to release the way that they wanted it to do. I suppose they were concerned about possible spoilers, although that cat is out of the bag now. And obviously they wanted to make sure that they could capitalize on the release date as much as possible. So only releasing digitally would have massively reduced the sales numbers that they would have been expecting. And I don't think Naughty Dog should be criticized for not only wanting to release the game digitally. I think it's absolutely fine. I think they're a business at the end of the day. Sony's a business, Naughty Dog's a business. They've put a lot of money, a lot of resources and manpower into the making the game, and absolutely they should be able to capitalize on the release of the game. I don't think they should be criticized for deciding to postpone it. And they were quite straightforward. They were quite honest. You know, they said a few weeks ago that the game was finished, that they were just fine-tuning it, but they decided to postpone it because of distribution issues and because of concerns over that. So I don't think they ever misled people. I think it's interesting that they've made the decision and confirmed the release date so soon after previously delaying it. I think that is very interesting. Now, obviously, things are still up in the air at the moment across the world. In the UK, we are still in the middle of lockdown. The government extended the lockdown by another 3 weeks. I honestly don't see the lockdown happening even at the end of 3 weeks. I think lockdown could carry on into possibly through the summer potentially. And obviously, you know, distribution, postal services, warehouses, these things are not going to open immediately straight away after the lockdown is released. So yes, the global distribution environment might have definitely eased, but it's not the same as it was previously. So I think it's interesting that they've already confirmed and set on a specific release date, and it's only really, you know, a couple of weeks after what they'd originally planned. I mean, it was going to come out on May the 29th. Now it's coming out on June the 19th. That's only like 3 or 4 weeks later. So that's not a massive difference, you know. That's not a huge delay. I was expecting that The Last of Us Part 2 would actually come out at the end of summer. I think the reason that Sony have announced this is in response to the leaks that happened over the weekend on Sunday. Obviously, there's been a lot of bad press, a lot of bad news surrounding Naughty Dog. One with the indefinite delay due to distribution. Yes, that disappointed fans. The article that was written by Jason Schreier at the beginning of March, which criticized Naughty Dog's working environment, their crunch culture, and the way in which they develop their games, that obviously had a huge damaging effect on their reputation. And then to top things off, on Sunday, the game, large sections of the game or big story points of the game were leaked. Gameplay, key story cutscenes, key story beats and points were leaked online, which again was quite embarrassing for Sony and also for Naughty Dog at the same time. So I feel like this announcement by Sony is more of a gut reaction to that than it was anything that was really planned. So I don't think they had always planned for it to come out on the 19th of June. I feel like this is them reacting to it and wanting to sort of give a little bit of good news to the fans and appease the fans a little bit. So I feel like it's a reaction to that more than something that they have definitely thought and planned out clearly. Obviously, if The Last of Us Part 2 is coming out on the 19th of June, clearly Ghost of Tsushima had to be pushed back by a month to the 17th of July because it would really be unfair to Sucker Punch Productions for their game to be overshadowed by The Last of Us Part 2. And it would really suck if it really hurt their sales and their numbers. And that game looks absolutely incredible. And both of these titles look amazing. And I'm really looking forward to them. I'm actually kind of happy that they're releasing over summer because for me, every year the summer months tend to be a quiet time of the year. Usually we don't have any massive release titles coming out during those summer months. It's usually spring and then autumn or fall that has the biggest titles coming out, and that's usually when your purse is massively hurt and you know, you're spending lots of money on games and things. And obviously in November, if the next gen consoles, you know, continue production, at the moment they haven't said there's any delays with them coming out and that they're going to be pushing back the release date and that. There's nothing announced on that at the moment, but you know, you would be looking at quite a large expense at the end of the year as well. So actually this news that The Last of Us Part 2 is coming out in June and that Ghost of Tsushima is coming out in July makes me incredibly happy. That means in June and July I'm going to have some really cool titles to play and I'm really looking forward to them. And yeah, so that's the news that we also got announced. So let me know what you guys think of this news in the comment section below. Will you actually be playing both of these titles? Are you going to pick up The Last of Us Part 2 and play it after all the leaks or spoilers? Are you looking forward to it? Will you be playing Ghost of Tsushima on July the 17th? In case you are interested, I am actually playing back through the original Last of Us at the moment because I never actually finished that game. So I'm playing back through it at the moment and really enjoying it. I am capturing all the footage and I will be doing a story so far video for those of you that haven't played the original and that are thinking of jumping back into 2, or maybe you have played the original but it was so long ago that you've forgotten a lot of the key story points. So please look forward to that. That will obviously be coming out some point in May by the time I finish the game, write the script, record and edit. So yes, you've got that to look forward to. But anyway, it's great to be back with some game news videos. I'm feeling really positive this week. I don't know why, I just feel really positive. lots of energy, and yeah, just really happy to be back on here and uploading game news videos. And yeah, I'm sure there'll be more videos to come in the future as and when I feel up for it. So thank you again, of course, for all your support. I'm really close to 12,000 subs now, guys, so I'm really excited about that. And then obviously once I do hit that, I will be doing a game giveaway competition, so please look forward to that as well. Anyway, hope you guys have a great week. Take care, and as always, happy gaming. Bye, guys.